welcome to the three chefs. Well, the two chefs. We thought, you know what, we're done with this weather, we're done with this winter, we are taking a little trip around the world. Please welcome the guys that are going to take us there. Chef Jason Parsons, come on in here. Hello. Chef Randy Feltus, come on in, don't be shy. And I think this idea is fabulous. Wait till you hear where we're going to. We're going to Paris, Gay Paris. We're going to go to London. We are going to go to Dublin. Ireland, somewhere in Ireland, okay?
Somewhere, yeah.
I just thought I'd come up with a city. We're going to go to Dublin.
There better be some beer coming up soon.
There should be some beer, and I'm sure you probably traveled with some, did you not?
Well, you go to Ireland, I think they get at the customs, they just give you a pint. Isn't that the way it works?
It's a good country that way.
Yeah.
So let's start with Paris.
Oh, I need
and
to
you're going to make some Moules
Yes,
Frites. Is it called Moules Frites?
Moules Frites, yes.
Yeah,
and what I love
what I
about it is basically it's mussels and fries, but it's just, it's simple cooking, but great freshness, great flavor, right?
Yes.
And that's why I really wanted to kind of, you know, demonstrate how simple mussels are.
Yeah, well, there's something about them. They look very fancy, but they're incredibly easy to make.
Yeah, well,
or so you chefs say.
Here they come. And the big thing is,
they look pretty simple.
Yeah, but the thing is,
simple. Just open up and eat them, right?
You got to keep them fresh, though. You got to keep them cold. You got to keep them, you know. And remember, these are living. So if you put them in a bag or something, you're going to suffocate them. You're going to die.
Oh, that's not nice at all.
So, yeah, I know.
That's not what we want.
Well, you know, I mean, it's not it's in a bag. It wouldn't work too well. But the thing is, when you get these, you got to make sure you clean them. And unfortunately, I've already cleaned them. But you'll see a little bit of a fur on the bottom, and we call that the beard.
Okay.
Okay. And what you want to do is just kind of pick that off. And of course, I was too diligent, so I couldn't show you.
Looking very good.
That's okay. We get the point.
And then you take a nice hot pan, and the thing I've found in a lot of recipes is we've got a lot of ingredients that we're going to put in here, and people tend to put their onions and shallots in first because they want to saute them. But for me, I want a good heat to the pan. Well, this is a shell. You can't burn the shell. Yeah. Right? Yeah, and what happens is the mussel inside is going to steam, so I always put my mussels in first. Okay. You know, I find that it just gives you that shock that you're looking for, and then so what we're going to do is we're just going to, there we go.
I know you've been to France. Randy, you've been to France.
Briefly, yes.
Briefly.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about our vacations a little bit later, but the thing I remember from Paris is that, first of all, everyone is eating the most high-fat food, and they're all walking around looking like supermodels.
It's just annoying.
There's nothing wrong with butter.
I don't get it. Okay. And I remember we were there when Sydney was really young, and I went jogging with him down the Champs-Élysées. I was like, look at my life, people! Oh, I felt so fancy. It was beautiful.
When I was in France last year, we were actually in Provence in Nice. Yeah. And there I am sitting with this big bowl of mussels, the frites, the ocean, and I'm like, you know, I'm not coming back. I'm sorry. I'm going to call you guys. You know, we'll just do live segments from France. It'll be great.
I'm into that, actually.
So mussels went in. I got a little bit of red onion, nice chunky onion, because you want some bite to this. I'm, you know, me with my shallots, but this time I want some aggressive flavor.
Yeah.
Leeks, you know, there's nothing more French than those beautiful leeks that they put in a lot of things. We got fennel in there.
My favorite.
Yeah, I love fennel.
Are you a fan of fennel,
I love
too?
Fennel, yeah. A little salt and TV, I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. And, you know, the French would put maybe a little bit of pastis or Pernod, but I wanted to kind of have a little bit of Canadian, but also still the champagne. So, of course, me being a little cuvee or a little bit of sparkling wine.
Beautiful.
Right? So this is our sparkling wine with ice wine in it. Yeah.
So what are your, oh, they like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, that's a nice
Star anise. You know, and last time I was on the show, everybody was having a hard time finding this. So what I did is I went around and I actually found this at the little grocery store. So they are out there now. Yeah. So I think the stores are catching up. They're starting to realize that there's certain things you guys need. Right?
And that's your Pernod right there.
Sorry.
The star anise.
I didn't realize those were even hard to find.
Well, it depends on where you are. If you're out in the rural area, but I mean, I'm in Niagara-on-the-Lake. I mean, I go to the gas station, there's a tractor in front of me. I mean, I'm rural, okay? So, and I found it.
If you find it, if you can find it.
A little bit of saffron. And remember, this stuff is, well, I think I took my mortgage out to get this, so just a little bit,
It's a little pricey.
All right. And then what I've got is the fresh herbs, because this is what French are all about. It's, again, it's fresh, you know? So I've got tarragon, dill, if you have some chervil in there, put some, you know, whatever herbs you like, right? And, you know, you can then just cover this with a lid and let it steep for a few minutes, but it's almost done. I mean, the tip is, though, is your sauce is the liquid you're putting in. So if you want more sauce,
you
put a little bit more booze in there, right?
Yeah, I want more sauce.
Yeah, well, okay, a little bit more sauce.
Can I have a side of sauce in a glass?
Side of sauce.
Can you put my sauce in a glass?
But really and truly, it's one of those things I think is great for entertaining at home too, because I'm doing it individual today, but you can literally just put this right in the middle of the table,
Oh,
a few finger bowls down, and then away you go.
And
Randy,
those
if you can just flip
they
those
just
right in the
open
bowl.
up.
bet,
Do
yeah.
they open up as soon as you put them in there, Jace?
Yeah, I mean, it's about a minute or two, not very
Yeah,
long,
okay.
right? But that's an important thing is if they're open before you cook them, they're dead, okay? So
Yeah.
don't use them,
That's-
all right?
yeah, you
but
don't
the,
want that.
But the thing is, though, is be careful because sometimes when they just warm up a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
they'll start to open up. So what you do is you just tap the mussel, see if it closes. If it closes, then you're good, right?
Oh,
You just
I
knock on his
see.
door.
Yeah.
If he closes the door, you're okay. Yeah.
And then when you cook them, they have to open in order to be cooked. And if they don't open, then don't serve them.
Okay.
Because, but there's nothing better
These
than
are
nice,
good rules.
fresh Fritz, and I love putting some
Fries.
sea salt,
Fries for
black pepper,
breakfast.
Honestly,
Like my body has a visceral reaction to fries. I just start salivating. I can't help it.
It's fantastic,
It's just, I don't know when you made these, but I'm sure. Still good.
That's the North
They're still
American ass, right?
good.
But but I think the fries though, make sure you add a little bit of sea salt, black pepper if you want.
Yeah.
I like a little bit of icing sugar on my fries. Gives a little sweetness. to it.
Oh.
I've never tried that. It's weird, but
Fantastic.
I want to try it.
Oh, it's brilliant. All the fries that we do poutines at the winery from time to
Yeah.
time, all have a little bit of icing sugar.
a little
Just
sweet.
because I figure I'm a little sweet, why not add it into my food?
Yes,
eh?
you are. You
know.
are a little sweet. Okay, that recipe is cityline.ca for that. That's amazing.